Greetings, I'm Jane Morse for Endless Youth and Life. Protein. It's a group of complex organic compounds composed of amino acids and is essential for the growth and repair of human tissue. Protein is found throughout the body in muscle, bone, skin, hair, and every other body part. It sounds simple enough, but perhaps no single aspect of nutrition has sparked as much controversy in the past decade as protein. A myriad of fad diets touting heavy consumption of protein have promised rapid, almost miraculous weight loss results. Meanwhile, we as a nation get statistically more obese with each passing year. There's been an historical bias in Western society in favor of meat consumption. The perception for hundreds of years was that only the affluent, successful among us could afford meat, while the lower classes subsisted on inexpensive starches, potatoes, bread, rice, and the like. The 1980s ushered in an era of high-carb, low-fat diets, only to result in a backlash of high-protein, low-carbohydrate frenzies. So where does this leave us? Well, we need protein to function optimally. The lack of it can result in loss of muscle mass, decreased immunity, heart and respiratory problems, and in children, failure to grow. At certain times in our lives, we need a great deal of protein, such as during pregnancy and lactation, throughout infancy, childhood, and adolescence, during times of severe illness, or periods of extreme physical activity. But how much do we need? Estimates, even among credible sources, vary widely, anywhere between 10 to 35% of our total calorie intake. As a general guideline, we need 8 grams of protein for every 20 pounds of body weight. So, for example, a 160-pound adult needs about 64 grams of protein per day. In Western society, this is not difficult to achieve. Most of us are not protein deficient. The trick is to pay attention to the entire protein package. A 6-ounce porterhouse steak is a fantastic source of protein with an impressive 38 grams. But in the bargain, you also get 44 grams of fat, 16 grams of which are saturated fat. Eat the same amount of salmon and you get 34 grams of protein with only 18 grams of fat, 4 of it saturated. 1 cup of lentils has 18 grams of protein with less than 1 gram of fat. Now we're starting to see that all protein is not created equal. There are 2 kinds of proteins, complete and incomplete. Animal sources of protein tend to be complete. Plant sources tend to be incomplete, which is to say that they lack 1 or more amino acids that the body can't make from scratch or create by modifying another amino acid. Our bodies use 23 different amino acids to build bone, blood, hair, hormones, etc. The body is able to synthesize 17 of these on its own. The 8 that it cannot are called essential amino acids. So you need to eat meat to get complete sources of protein, right? Not so fast. Vegetarians can get a complete array of essential amino acids by combining incomplete proteins. For example, rice and beans makes complete protein, as do cereal with milk and whole grain bread with peanut butter. Since the body is able to store amino acids for several hours, it's perfectly all right to space these incomplete proteins throughout the day. Make the effort to get a variety of protein-rich vegetables such as beans, lentils, nuts and seeds, and soy-based products. Vegetable sources like these deliver a protein package that includes fiber, vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients. Eating plant-based protein enables you to avoid saturated fat and limit your exposure to environmental toxins and the drugs and hormones present in today's meat supply. If you're casting about for something new to try, revisit meat analog products such as those made from soy, like hot dogs, veggie burgers, soy burger crumbles, etc. Earlier versions of these tasted terrible, but they've come a long way in recent years. Nuts are also an excellent source of protein. They contain unsaturated fats that help lower bad LDL cholesterol and raise good HDL cholesterol. Omega-3 fatty acids found in certain nuts and seeds prevent the development of erratic heart rhythms and may also prevent blood clots by decreasing inflammation. They are, however, very calorie-dense, so remember to consume them in small quantities. If you want to follow a high-protein, carbohydrate-restricted diet to promote rapid weight loss, do so only on a short-term basis, and choose leaner sources of protein such as skinless chicken breasts, fish, and egg whites. Avoid high-protein diets altogether if you have kidney or liver disease, diabetes, or if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. So be good to yourself, eat well, and live well. For Endless Youth in Life, I'm Jane Morse.